Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a 31-year-old millennial.
And I'm Fran, a 65-year-old baby boomer.
She's also my mom, so we usually don't watch the same shows.
Hell, we don't even like the same shows.
But we're gonna give it a try. So let's watch TV!
Oh my god, it sounds like we were selling refrigerators.
Mom, we're still recording.
Oh my god, sorry.
Well, welcome back to the Patreon or loyal Patreon.
Hello,
fans.
Patreon.
We just love our Patreon. We love to have you, don't
We
ya?
do. We do.
Oh my gosh.
Missed you. God, we're a little few days behind. Sorry.
We're a little few days behind and we're probably going to be moving forward. Also, Mom, I was thinking, let's do the bonus episodes. Even though you're not going to be on the main episodes, we can have the bonus episodes come out for the Patreon fans still. We'll just do it record like voice only. It won't be video. So you can just do it in bed and Dad can put the microphone by your face and he can just stand there like this. So
He might want to think, ooh, this is kind of kinky. I'm putting this microphone near the bed.
You're so weird.
I think I'll be able to hobble somewhere in the closet.
Great. So it's been literally downpouring here today. Like
really?
the last 4 days have been a literal monsoon. Like it's been insane. Like I'm talking like hard rain, non-stop, days on end, night and day. You fall asleep, it's raining, you wake up, it's raining. It's like I feel like I'm complaining and then people are going to be like, yeah, you live in Seattle. But the whole time I've lived here, it has not rained like this. I think now I'm actually getting the taste of what it really is. But then I woke up today and it's so sunny. It's not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful. It's so sunny. I had to put this blanket up to block the sun in the back because I was so horribly backlit.
Oh, well, today in Michigan, it's sunny, beautiful. But when we were there in Seattle for Thanksgiving a couple years back, it rained the whole entire week.
Yeah, no, the fall is like
the first year you were there, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally spring, winter, and fall are just rain and sky, but like the summer is so beautiful.
Oh, I'll bet.
When you get a chance to view it.
Yeah, I hope we can get there this summer. That'd be great.
I sure do. I sure do hope.
Yeah. Well, that's Seattle.
That's CC Wee Wee for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you want to talk about today, Mr. D, Joe Dombrowski?
You're still weird. So I don't fully understand Bachelor, the whole thing, but this Queen Victoria is driving me absolutely batsu.
Oh yeah.
But you always say that whenever there's like a wild one on there, you're not surprised by it. And you say there's always one. So I was wondering if we could talk about like the lineage of the like wild ones who have been in the series before.
Well, I won't talk. I'll jump around just a little bit. I won't go backwards. But, for those fans who've been around a while, there's a few that came to mind. And Vienna Giardi was on Jake Pavelka. Season. He was.
What
season
was this
14.
Bachelor Russia?
He was season 14, Jake Pavelka, and actually they both became sort of controversial weirdos. But she was the one always stirring the pot in the house. But he picks her, right? And everybody's like, "Are you shitting me?" And then after about 3 months, they break up. Well, when they go on, they were interviewed like on a tell-all or something afterwards. They were yelling and screaming and fighting and opening up on all their dirt. It was disgusting. There's this line that he says, "Will you stop talking? I am trying to talk." Just everybody's like, "Whoa," So he was a pilot too, and he was the first pilot. And
let's do a thing called not have pilots on the show anymore.
Well, it has not worked out very well. But anyway,
right.
Giardi comes to mind. And then Justin Rigo. Anybody remembers him? He was Bachelor on Bachelorette season 6. Ali Fedorsky was the Bachelorette, and he was called Rated R. People will probably know that. Rated R, this hunky, and he had a broken foot. Well, come to find out, he was always starring shit in the house because people like didn't like him.
Tell
But
me his
at
foot was not actually broken.
it was he was in this a cast and a walking cast the whole time. So she found out he had a girlfriend. He actually had a girlfriend when he came on the show.
So
So
wait, hold on. He was the Bachelor or he was a contestant?
contestant
Okay,
Ali
okay.
Fedorowski was the Bachelorette. Anyway,
You
when
can
she
never
found
get
out he had
last
an
names right.
actual girlfriend, she goes to confront him. This guy was trying to get away from her, lumping along on this leg, trying to run away from her. You see him running through the hotel rooms, running outside, jumping over walls with this leg, and she was going, "You're
No.
not a man. You're not a man. You won't even come back and talk to me." And he's running with the cast on. So
Hopping. He's hobbling.
he was hobbling fast to get away from her. It was
Oh
hilarious.
my God.
And then on Chris Soule's season, Bachelor's 19, there was this Kelsey Poe.
Oh,
Now,
boy.
Kelsey was this real pretty thing, tiny little thing, and she sits down with a one-on-one on him and starts to talk, and she talks about her late husband.
Oh no.
Okay, so she's a
Oh
widow.
no.
And you go, "Oh."
She killed him?
She starts telling him about his death, right? And you're going,
Yeah.
"Oh," kind of odd. And then she says, "Isn't it amazing? It's tragic, but it's so amazing. I love my story." And then you looked in her face and you're like, "This chick is Batsu batshit
She
crazy."
said that? She said it was amazing.
It's amazing. I love my story.
How did he die? How did he die?
I don't even remember that because I was so taken back by her facial expression. She was like a Looney Tune. So
Oh
anyway,
my
those are the three that
Lord.
kind of it was in past seasons and everyone has one, but those three come to mind for sure.
I'm fully convinced now that this queen is an actress. That like she got paid
know,
more than the other girls.
You
And
brought it up and I said it too. She's so over the top.
yeah.
She's so more crazy than crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And intrusive and in their face so early and so often. You know, that doesn't surprise me.
I just really think, and I'm thinking about the show and I'm thinking about how the show works, and I really think that the show is not stupid. Okay, they
No.
know this
Mm.
is a very hard season because everybody's in quarantine and everybody is consuming media. So how are you going to continue to keep your ratings sky high when there's a million things for people to consume and the options are endless? Not only that, you're on public cable. So like you're competing with Netflix and Hulu and Peacock and like all this stuff.
Yeah, but
All these
I think
streaming,
it's such a historical franchise.
I mean, it is, but still, you're
People
competing.
know when it's
You
supposed to
have to keep
start.
your numbers up. When those numbers dip, regardless from how high they were to what they're at now, when those numbers dip is when shows end. So they need to keep it. And so now people are talking. This girl on The Bachelorette, you have to. I've had so many people text us and they're like, "Listen, I wasn't watching until you and Mama Fran started talking about this crazy girl." And I'm like, yeah. So it's like people are talking and it's getting people watching again.
I think it's the same thing with Matt being the first Black Bachelor.
Oh,
And
that's
you and I
another one. Yeah.
talked a little bit about, was he really the right one? I mean, there's something off about the season, off about him. It's like he's not ready to me.
Well, he doesn't know how it works. He
But
really
that's okay. There's been other bachelors for years who
is
didn't
it
know how it
okay?
worked.
Because I'm gonna say this: the show is very strategic by putting him in there because he doesn't know how it works, so he's easily manipulated by
I agree.
producers.
No, but listen, for years, they always pick bachelors and bachelorettes that were never on the show before. And then they start getting into this pattern of picking a fan favorite from the show. So there were guys and girls on there who were very easy to work with and making the show great and being comfortable and all that kind of stuff. I mean, some were off, but most were good.
Mhm.
I just think he is just so I think he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think he's uncomfortable with showing affection. I mean, if you notice, all the girls have to lean in and go get him. And I think he's just not
He doesn't know.
There to me, there's just an uncomfortableness about it. He's so sweet. He's so nice.
I don't think he actually knows what's going on.
No, and I think that I think with all the things written about him too. I mean, they just recently wrote about Matt kisses with his eyes open, and they had these pictures of him kissing with his eyes open, and the whole thing, and I'm thinking, poor guy, maybe that's what he does. So what? A lot of people do that.
But you got to know that's what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, right. So I think it'll be interesting, but he's still
Let's
sweet.
go back really
He's
quick
still sweet.
to wild cards on the show. Do you remember a person on the show? I don't know what season. I heard this from a fan. Do you know? Oh my God, it's actually a fan who does pottery. It's called Pottery by Danielle. She made me this.
Oh, how
I know, it's super cute. Very Pacific Northwest. Her art is
beautiful. How sweet.
Yeah, she's really talented.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna look this person up in case I don't.
There was a contestant on The Bachelorette. I don't know when, I don't know how long it was ago, but they called themselves the Chad. Do you remember that?
Are you talking about Chad? He was on The Bachelorette.
He was wild. Apparently, he was on the.
He was nuts. He was always wanting to beat everybody up. I think even Chris Harrison.
So she went to high school with him.
No way.
And she told me, she goes, Joe, I know you think these people are actors and actresses or whatever.
Yeah.
The Chad, she goes, when he was on the show, that is who he is and who he's always been. And she said he's an asshole, wild.
Yeah.
And has called himself the Chad since he was in middle school. Has labeled himself as the Chad. So just to show how egotistical he is, she goes, everything that you saw in that season was just him, and that's who he is. And I haven't even watched this season, but just like hearing she knew him from before,
right.
It's kind of like, I gotta find somebody who knows this Victoria.
Interesting. Oh yeah. Interesting enough, Chad came up on this list of 25 worst bachelors or
wasn't he like a pro basketball player or something?
I'm looking it up here.
Something?
I'm going to show you his picture. I don't know if you can see his picture.
I don't know if that maybe. I don't know.
Now we think that Chad Johnson, and he was on the season number 12 with JoJo Fletcher, my JoJo. I love my JoJo.
And she.
Anyway, I think he was on too much steroids and stuff. He was like that strung out all the time.
Oh,
and
man.
He became known for his outrageous verbal threatening people. He got physical at one point with Evan Bass, who was one of the bachelors, and he was on Bachelor Paradise. But anyway, he got physical with him. I mean, literally, Evan started bleeding. So yeah, this guy.
Oh my God.
Cuckoo nutso. Chad Johnson, season 12 of The Bachelorette. Yeah. My poor JoJo. Do you want me to tell you a JoJo story from today?
Did she talk to you in the DMs or something?
I love my JoJo.
Okay,
anyway, I follow her on Instagram. She's got 2 pups, right? I don't know what kind of dogs.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch this, but you sent it to me.
Jackson.
They look like
and Jagger.
German pointers.
Sorry, they're tall.
Pointers.
They're beautiful. Yeah. So Jackson is the oldest one, and then 2 years later, about a year and a half or so later, they got Jagger. Well, Jagger went and got neutered, right? Just the other night, and there was something kind of wrong with him, but they weren't sure. In the morning or in the middle of the night, Jackson went to his mommy's bed and was trying to get her up and take her over to Jagger.
The stitches opened up.
Jagger was bleeding, and he was smelling around his brother, and he knew there was something wrong, and he went and got her.
Yeah, dogs are great. Dogs are great.
I said, those dogs are as good as their mom and dad.
Louis would do the same for you. Louis would do the same for you. Do you remember?
What's amazing?
Our golden retriever, Marshall.
Yeah.
And I had a hamster that got out in the middle of the night, and Marshall blocked him in the corner until I woke up and wouldn't let him get out, and was blocked and didn't eat him, didn't play with him, didn't nothing, just kept him in the corner until we woke up.
And we got up, and here's Marshall it's like, what are you doing in the corner? And there's that hamster.
Go
Gerbil,
get 'em.
whatever the hell it was.
Pick
We had
'em
such a
up.
farm here when you were
Okay.
growing up, but
Didn't eat it
see,
or nothing. Yeah, dogs are great.
golden retrievers are amazing too.
Goldens are the best. Okay, so I wanted to tell you two more things before we leave.
Oh, okay, sorry, I just wanted to say that. I thought that was a cute story.
Um, do you know who Army Hammer is?
Yeah, it's from long ago.
No, not from long ago. He's a current huge actor. Army Hammer, very good looking. He
Now
was
then.
recently in Call Me by Your Name, which is a
I
very
saw
popular
this
movie.
something of that on your Instagram. What the hell is that all about?
So these DMs leaked
I'm gonna look
between
it up.
him and like all these women, and he's into like some super crazy sex, but it got so crazy that he's like talking about like straight up eating them. Like he's into like he's
Army
a
Hammer's
cannibal.
ex-wife shocked at sex cannibalism chats.
I know.
He is a monster.
It's what, mom, literally, like they need to like, first of all, they need the FBI needs to validify. Yep. They need to validate the authenticity of these DMs. And if they are true, this man needs to be locked up. Like it is, I can't even talk about it because I don't want the fans. It's very triggering stuff. If the fans want to do their own research on it, by all means go ahead, but I cannot give you the details because it's a lot. But
It's back to 2016, it says.
yeah, well then like all these things started popping up online too, where people are posting his old pictures and his old tweets, and he has like an obsession with raw meat and has like
Now that's
all the
raw.
listen, it's even crazier.
That's people meat.
Obsession with raw meat. He's always posting pictures of like holding raw meat and stuff.
Have you seen those pictures?
And there's one where he was cooking a pig's head and he's got like a knife, like he had like sliced. It's like a lot. And like now that you put this shit together, it's like, ooh, it's wild. It's wild. It's like all makes sense. But like, I understand that like the celebrities are under like a very scrutinized eye. And I understand stuff like this could pop up at any point in a person's life. And I also understand that claims like this should not be just looked over because it's a celebrity and someone making an allegation.
Yeah, like Epstein.
Right. You never know. This shit
Yeah,
like very well could be true.
right.
And also very well could not be true. But like, do you think that they would that hopefully they will like look into this, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, they said that they're going to.
true.
Yeah.
Is that illegal? Like, is it illegal?
Yes.
No,
that
no,
would
listen,
be-
listen. This is crazy. But
Where would you give live body parts?
mom, it's illegal to talk about killing somebody, right? Like you can't even jokingly be like, hey, I'm gonna kill you today. Like that's illegal, right?
Well, that's
Like
it's not illegal, but people are saying by saying things like that, you open yourself up to, does he mean it? You know, you just don't say things anymore because people take you more seriously.
yeah, but oh
You gotta
God,
be
like
careful. You don't say, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna chase you down, I'm gonna hunt you down. You know, you gotta be
no.
careful who hears you say those
Yeah,
things.
I learned that
Remember,
at a
I
very
used to
young
say
age.
that to
You
you,
did.
remember?
I actually, yeah, that's funny. We brought that up. Like, don't
Yeah.
say you're gonna kill people. So I remember I would get like mad at other
Yeah,
students in
yeah.
playgrounds
I'm
or
gonna
whatever,
kill him. Oh
and
no,
I would
you're
just
not.
be like, I'm so mad at you. Like, but you gotta use your words.
Yeah, I said if
wisely.
somebody hears you say that and for some reason that person comes
It all
up
comes
dead,
back. Yeah, it all comes back to you.
it all comes back to you, buddy.
It's wild. Okay, and the
But anyway,
last thing.
well, thank you for that little
I
tea.
know. I'm so sorry. Have you seen the previews for these upcoming seasons or these upcoming episodes that new girls are coming into the house?
No. Where did you
Yes.
see that?
Yeah, in the previews, there's
Where? How did I miss
girls
that?
that come into the house, brand new girls that come into the house. But here's my thing is I don't know The Bachelor. So I need you to go watch it because I don't know if these girls are former Bachelorette contestants that are now like, I want to do this again, or I know, or if
Wait,
there's somebody from Matt's
wait.
cast, or like who are these girls?
wait a minute. I did see something. I thought I saw something that Hannah Brown comes back. I thought I read
I didn't
that.
see Hannah Brown. I would have recognized Hannah Brown. There's multiple girls who are coming back. One like drives up in a car. She gets to the gate of the hotel, and Chris Harrison's like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "I." And
Oh,
like,
that one. Yes. Yes.
But
She's
then-
from past seasons. Yeah.
but there's other girls too. And
That
people are
always
like,
happens.
why is this
That
But
that's
I know,
another
but
gig.
listen, Matt
What?
Matt has never been on the show before.
Yeah,
So
but
now I'm wondering, are these girls from his past?
sort of, kind of, but this is how what it is. Tyler Cameron, I keep telling you, was on Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette,
Uh-huh.
and he was like runner up. He's best friends with him, and those Bachelor people run in the same
Mm.
circles. They
Oh,
attend the same fucking functions. They
fucking they attend the same fucking.
and they, so if he took Matt with him to
That would make
functions and
sense.
things, he's going to meet different people.
Okay.
So that wouldn't surprise me because the one girl they did show, I forgot her name. She was a blonde.
But you knew
Uh,
her.
I recognized her and I forgot what season she was on of The
Hmm.
Bachelor. I thought, how did he know her?
Yeah.
But he must have hooked up with her, somewhere in that. But Hannah Brown, when things started quarantine, Hannah Brown was visiting Tyler Cameron because
Huh.
his mom passed away.
Right.
And Hannah Brown went down there, and Matt and him were roommates or something. So they all became quarantine roommates.
Wow. That's crazy.
So so yeah, I did see something. We'll see.
Well,
We'll
we'll
see what
see. We're
happens.
gonna find out in a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
you're out next week. I'm still recording with you.
Yeah. Do you have any
And
fan
next
questions or
week I'm
no?
not.
Any fan
No,
questions?
no
No.
fan questions right
Wow.
now. So the
I
next
no no no. Monday I'm with you.
that's what I said. So next
Okay.
week I'm recording with you, and then the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
week I'm a ma'am. So we can spill the tea uh for the Patreon fans.
Yeah. Nobody knows this but the Patreon
Nobody
fans
knows
right
this,
now.
but y'all.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
co-host is Rod Rick. If you guys know Rod, he was on. He's this huge content creator on TikTok and on Instagram. Justme.rod, and he was my most recent guest on the Social Studies podcast, and him and I vibe very well.
It was a good podcast.
He's got a very interesting story about how he became a bachelorette fan. And we were just like texting. I was like, yo, would you do this? He's like, yes. But we're also going to have opportunities for fans to be a part of it as well. So a lot of people in the text group sent their little audition tapes.
Which was
So
so
it was super
sweet.
cute. It was super cute. So I still
Super
definitely
cute.
want to get some people involved. But Rod is going to be your replacement. Love him. He's great. And I'm
Don't let
excited.
him replace me too good.
Now there was one person I thought about this one for a long, long time.
Or you won't have any mama friend no more.
You know how I love Heather McMahon, the comedian Heather
Yeah.
McMahon? So she does a lot with her mom. Like her mom's all over the place on her social media, and she is like in your demographic. So I was like, oh, this would be great. And then I was like, I would love to have Robin McMahon be the co-host, but I feel like you would just be like, you would be sad. I feel like you would be sad. So I went with,
Well, gosh, how I'm easily replaced, Joe.
well, I'm sorry. I didn't decide to break my hip.
I didn't break my hip.
God
I
decided.
degenerated hip. But anyway, Heather McMahon is probably way too busy to be your
Well,
consistent.
I didn't want
co-host.
Heather. I wanted her mom.
Oh,
Yeah. I know. That's why I said you would be just like Heather. I wanted Heather's mom, Robin. Yeah.
are you serious?
That's what I wanted. That would have been the dream. Rod is
And you could
fantastic.
have just had Robin the rest of your time then.
Well,
Mama. How mean that
here
would have
is
been.
Mama Robin.
Getting somebody's mama.
I know. All right. Well, hey guys, we love having you on the Patreon. Thank you so
Yes.
much for being Patreon fans.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a live again at the end of this Bachelor season. We're gonna do a Let's Watch TV live. It's gonna be we figured it out from last time what's gonna work better and how we can make it better. So plan on updates coming for that. We're definitely gonna do it. We're excited to have you. The Patreon's gonna be switching up just a little bit. There will
Yeah.
be updates coming soon for you guys.
For the better.
For the better with the pricing and the
Yeah.
tiers and what you get for what you're paying for.
Yeah.
I just really want to make sure that, I know you guys are reaching out of your pocket to support the podcast and to be Patreon fans. And I just really want to make sure that you are getting your absolute money's worth for what we're doing. I never want you to feel like you're being taken advantage of here
Right.
on Patreon. And I just thank you so much for supporting the
Yes.
podcast. That we're going to revamp it a little bit to make sure that everybody is enjoying the experience. So more to come on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mom, do you have any last words? Hopefully
No,
not the
I'm just
last
gonna.
words.
Don't let Rod be too good.
It's
Because
gonna be
people
great.
like, oh, get
He's
that
go-
mama
hey
Fran-
guys, go follow Rod right now. Just
He's
me
cute as
dot
can be.
Rod. What?
Cute. He's cute as can be.
Oh, he's just a cute little button. I just love him. He's gonna be perfect. I'll text him right now. It says, my mom says you're not allowed to be too good in the podcast.
I'm gonna miss.
Okay, guys.
I'm gonna miss doing this and talking to the fans and just having the
Oh,
conversation with you.
yeah.
But I will be still watching The Bachelor.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
I'm still gonna be watching every Monday. I don't care what kind of anesthesia coma I'm in. I'm gonna tell them nurses, wake my big old ass up and let me watch my show.
Well, we love you guys so much.
Love
and
you
we'll see you
guys.
next time on
Let's watch
Watch
TV.
TV.
Bye, everybody.